I'll never forget the day that my stepson was shot. The first words out of his mouth were, "I'm sorry you have to see me like this." And that really hit me at my core. He felt like doing something that he had done hundreds of times by going to this convenience store, doing things that Americans do without thinking, having to pause, very routine, and this happens to him. That's the moment that I said, well, what more can I hope to do? And that's what prompted me to not only run, but get to the root of the problem. I was born into a military family. My father served valiantly, World War II, Korean conflict, and Vietnam. And so I was able to travel around the U.S. and the world because of him. I have a PhD in theology, ethics, culture, and human science. That's the long version of that from Chicago Theological Seminary, a Master of Divinity from McCormick Seminary, and a Master of Sacred Theology from Chicago Theological Seminary. Eventually ended up working with the prisons, volunteering at first. My institution, I think, is one of the most important in the city of Chicago, which is at 26 in California, where I do educate people in the hardest of the hard in Supermax and max detention at Cook County Jail. The number one thing that I've learned since I've been working in Cook County Jail is that without a plan, you will perish, you will fail, you will recidivate. And I think that goes for almost anything that we do. You can create policies, but if there's no plan to go with that policy is going to just lead to chaos. It's going to lead to lives lost. It's going to lead to instances just like with my son, where people are put in harm's way. One of the things that I'm hearing a lot from voters in this district is that they are exhausted by the leadership that they have in Springfield right now. I am a servant leader. No matter who you are, if you're Democrat or Republican, I think the number one issue right now is safety. I'm Dr. Eddie Cornegay, and I'm running for state representative in the 7th District of Illinois. We've had leadership that has talked the talk, but I'm here to walk the walk and bring the vision of our community to Springfield.